Hi guys, today's session we are going to do a mini review on this new app called Brick.do. So the extension is .do. So what is actually Brick? Let's go now and have a look. Okay, Bricks is actually what they call a small site CMS system where you can create websites, a mini website by writing pages in the app, and then it's published immediately. So don't be mistaken that the what they call this page builder called Bricks, Bricks. So Bricks is actually a WordPress theme that help you build a website on WordPress. But for our review, this Brick is actually a platform for you to create small sites, and we should actually call it pages. So if you know how to use a Google Doc or Word document, how to type, then you can actually publish your website into internet. Of course it's not going to be like a WordPress website or any other what they call full-fledged CMS system. So this is a very lightweight kind of content management system that let you write and publish any content, such as blog posts, knowledge base, help pages, and notes, etc. So why this Brick is good to use? Let me go through the review one by one with you. And one of the best key features is actually you could actually collaborate with your team members or even with your client. So if you are agency, you can actually buy it for your client as well. So I came across this Brick few days ago. So my first impression is actually a very super clean and very minimalistic design. So they claim that it's going to be alternative to Notion. Of course, I think the interface and also the way of typing is actually quite similar to Notion, but then it's not Notion. So Notion is all powerful, all in one kind of a note-taking app. But for Brick, it's quite a different what they call animal, or beast you call it. So my first impression is that it's very very fast. It loads at something like instantaneously. So let me go through the pros and cons with you. So pros means it's something that what I usually like, and what are the advantages. So as I said, it's a very super fast page loading app. Even after you have published your pages, it just load very fast. And while you are doing editing, is what you see is what you get. What you type is what you see. So okay, not what you see. It's actually what you see is what you get editing. So whatever you type, you see whatever it is. It's instantaneous. So every page that you written or published is actually immediately published and saved. So there's no need to click save or forget to save, in some time. So I call it instantaneous synchronization. So it's very easy to use. Let me show you how is it like. So this is the page that I write this mini review in the Brick itself. And let's go into the interface. So this is the interface that I actually bring you into my account. So let me go through very briefly how this going to work. So you can see on the left hand side this menu. So I have written a few pages here. So you can see that okay, download silo is actually one of the pages, and this Facebook Live is another page, server avatar Ltd is another page, and this unclaimed link assist Ltd price is another page. So you can write unlimited pages or publish unlimited pages over here. So every page have their own URL, so there's no mixing of it, and you can actually do for what I call unlimited pages inside one workspace. So I call my workspace called download silo. So let me see the setting. Okay, over the setting here, there are actually three things, you know. First thing is your account, you know. This is your account, and you can actually do some backup. No, you actually send you weekly backup. You tick here, they'll send you backup because you actually own the data. So you can actually can sleep at night, you know, in case anything happen to your data, you can actually have backup with you if you click here. So of course, if you want to get restore your data, you can actually contact the support here. So the subscription, okay, in this, what I call this app, Brick, I actually maximum stack it 7 codes. So I have all these features, you know, unlimited subdomain, unlimited custom domain, priority support, and all these things. So the only thing that I find that is not to my satisfaction is actually the workspace. So for maximum stack, we have 20 workspaces. So, and also 100 users. So basically, I think the founder is still thinking whether to give us an unlimited workspace. So, but then I think we leave it here and we go into the what I call the detail of the app first. So we are talking about our this review bricks. Okay, let's go through here. So you can see that it load very fast. So I can embed video, photos, or a kind of things. So this is the what I call feature image that I grab it from the website. Okay, let me show you. Okay, the editor is something like this. Let's say, for example, you want to add insert. You can insert a code, HTML. You can insert image. You can insert media, as well as you can make a table as well. Other than that, you can use a what they call code block. So, for example, if we click here, this is the code block that I've done earlier. So you want to read what they call do it, and to kind of go back, you just click back. So this is the one that I do. Let me say I put back to the bullet point first. Yeah, so this is the code block. So another good things about this Brick is that, you know, you can customize your CSS, you know, on your page by changing the fonts, color, and all these things. So basically, you can click here where you go to the design. Okay, this is a default design which I actually use. You can actually change this design if you want to. So let's say we change it, then the design become like this. So basically, you know, I don't like this design. I actually like the previous design. So let's change it back, you know. So okay, so now the design is back. So let's go back to the design tab again. This is a theme, you know, these are the theme. You can actually do a dark mode if you want to, but then, you know, I will just stick to the default. For customization, you can actually support this Brick will support CSS, you know. So if you are good in CSS, or you can also do some basic kind of customization on the page using color, font, changing the font, etc. After that, you just click apply. Okay, so that's how easy to do. But personally, I'm not good as a CSS, so I try not to do complicated things over here. So that's all. Let me go back. And as I said just now, you can actually have own custom domain, including your own subdomain. So there are 3 choices for your what I call your URL. So for example, this URL is actually what I call a subdomain of Brick, and behind this review and slash Brick review is actually what I've written, you know. So you can actually customize it. If you do not want to use their custom subdomain, you can actually use your own domain. Okay, so for example, let's say you do not want their own domain, you can actually change your own domain here. So custom link. Okay, so this is the link. Oh, we are not going to change the link here, sorry. We should actually go here. Okay, change the domain. But right now actually I'm using the subdomain downloadsilo.brick.do. So you want to change it, you can do it here. That means you click custom domain, put in your maybe your website.com, but then you have to go into your what they call the DNS management there to change. Okay, so but we are not going to do it here. Let's go back. Okay, as I say, you have a weekly backup option, which means that you actually own your data, so that's important. So for security reasons, sometimes people the web server is actually crash, or maybe got hacked, or maybe disappear for a reason that you do not know. And one good thing about this CMS is actually there is no hosting that you need to pay. There's no plugin for you to worry about. So for these two things, basically, you don't have to worry a lot of things. No hosting costs, charges, no plugin to buy. Everything is included inside. So no plugin also means that the CMS is going to be very lightweight and it loads very fast. Okay. So no brick branding, only for paid plans. If you want to remove it, if you don't want to remove it, then you can leave it there. But of course, people will just remove it. And for the workspace, you have this unlimited site, or you call it pages. And all this, like for me here, I have actually 4 pages here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All these pages are unrelated. We call it unrelated pages. So it doesn't link to each other. For example, let's say I want to look at this server avatar Ltd. So this is the what I call the page, and if you view it in what I call here, let me see. Okay, it's coming. Okay, so this is an independent page or independent URL, and there is a children pages over here. So you can see that like this is like the main pages, these are the sub pages, like in a blog. Okay, this is how the pages are actually got unrelated to each other. So let me go back to here. So you can see that these are 4 pages here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually we are here, just now we are talking about the review here. So this review is actually the sub pages of this download silo, and this Brick Mini review is the sub pages of review. So let's say we click here, you can see that the structure is like, okay, this is the main page, or they call it main site. This is could be, you call it category or the sub pages, and this is the page that we are actually doing it. Okay, so that's how the what they call structure or architecture looks like, hierarchy of it. And the good news is also because founders is new in this project, and they are receptive to ideas and improvement requests. So if you want to do some what I call improvement requests or ideas, you can actually go here, which actually we can go here as well. Let me check. This is the one. Just click here. You open in the new page, so it loads instantaneously. So okay, this is the roadmap, and this is the help document for the brick. So for example, the help document is actually the main site or main page. If you click here, these are the sub pages. Okay, if you keep the user guide, so this is the user guide, and this is something like Hall of Fame, and this is the roadmap. Okay, so this is how the help pages is being created. Okay, and you have some knowledge base. These are the pages you can go through and refer if you have any issue. So go back to our own editor. So I've gone through all the what they call the pros, or what I like. And of course, in any app there are people who don't like certain kind of what they call features. So the cons is actually, I mean, it's quite obvious. The things that I don't like. There are two main issue. Actually, it's quite related. Right now there is no private workspaces, or you can't even protect the pages as well. So but I know that founder is talking about these features are going to come soon. So with this then you become better, because sometimes you do not want to have a public pages for what you have written. Maybe something confidential or something that you don't want to give it to other people to see. Okay, so, and as I said earlier, this workspace is only 20, even though I maximum stack it 7 codes, and I do hope that this will change. So, and one of the things that is not going to be liked by many people is because there is no full-fledged SEO in here. You can't write meta description, that kind of thing. So, but they have recently added this manage head tags, where you can add the keywords over there. So we will help a little bit in the SEO, but in the long run, I'm not too sure whether the founder will do any further enhancement in terms of SEO. Okay, so unlimited pages workspace, this is what I already talked about earlier. And they have no Facebook group, and then no Discord server as well, but they have a Slack group for support. But they have this support here, chat box. So, but I'm no fan of this Slack. To be honest, it's never really worked well for me. So if you have any problem, best you write an email or using the chat box to get support. So what can this Brick used for? And I find that the most important thing is the most what I call unique selling proposition against all competitors is a mini site. So just for example here, my mini review here is actually a mini site. Once you get the what I call the URL, these are the pages. Okay, of course this is the sub pages. I haven't written anything here. So, and the sub pages of review is actually this review. Maybe in future I will just add in other review over here. And my main site is actually called download silo, and you can see that it's using subdomain of Brick.do. Okay, so let's go down further. Yes. Okay, the use cases, the number one use cases is that you can produce a mini site as you write, as you type, in the interface. Is immediately become available, to the public. It will share the URL. So of course you can use it to do some wiki style knowledge base, as just now we show you. Help document, you can write some journal or diary, or you can do some note taking. You can write your resume, you can write your FAQ, you can write your change logs, or whatever you want to write, in this editor. So I have listed down here some of the what they call example sites or link. Okay, so some of these are using a subdomain of the Brick. So some of them are, I think this one is a curated list of back LTD that not many people have seen that. So that's how, and this support document is actually chatmike.com.support. So this is actually their own custom domain. Okay, so basically, it's quite simple. I would say that on this app, but it's going to be powerful. That's why I stack it to the maximum, so that I can have unlimited domain and unlimited subdomain. So that's all I have. Maybe before I go, I just want to say collaboration. So if you want to invite somebody to collaborate to edit your website or your page or your note, you just just add in their email here. So but because right now they cannot remove the access to the user once add it, but you can ask them to delete it by contacting support. Okay, so let's say somebody, okay, you give permission to edit it, but now you want to take back your permission, you can't do it from the interface yet. So but they actually, this feature will come later. Okay, so this is called collaboration. Okay, so here is like this, copy the public link. So if you want to copy the public link, you just copy, as you can see, this link, or you want to preview it, as just now I say, you can preview in the next pages. Okay, so for workspaces, you can have many workspaces. So right now I have created 2 workspaces, Albert and also download silo. So you can if some people share some pages with you, you will appear here. Okay, and I think that's all I have. I mean, it's quite a simple what I call mini site creation, So if you have any question, you can actually go back to our download silo Facebook group and we can discuss over that. So this is my affiliate link. So if you want to buy, you can actually click and just buy it. Okay, that's it. So let's see, this is the review pages. Let's say here. Okay, let's say you click here, see that you go to this SaaS Mantra website. It will load. So once you go into this, this is not a Brick website, this is a SaaS Mantra website, so it loads. Of course, it's not as fast, So the price is actually $29. Let's see the plan. Here's the plan. Okay. Okay, let's go down. Okay. So for one code, you have 2 workspaces, 2 users, and 5 subdomain. You have 2 codes, 3 workspaces, 5 users, 10 subdomain. So you can buy up to 7 codes. But if you only want unlimited domain and custom domain, 5 codes is enough. But 5 code you only have 10 workspaces. But you add another 2 code, you actually have 20 workspaces and 100 users. So 5 codes, you have 25 users. So it's up to you. If you any 5 codes and above, you will get unlimited custom domain and also unlimited subdomain. Okay, the subdomain can be your own subdomain, or you can actually use this Brick subdomain. Okay, so that's all I have today, and hope that you can play around with it. You can actually sign up with a free account with this Brick as well. So that's all. Bye bye.